All right. So, hi everyone. My name is Trinity. I'm with Moonstone Mystics, and I am trying something new. Today's live stream is going to be, and it is from the comfort of my bed because that is just how I'm rolling today, which is okay. But today is all about your recovery, whether it's from past trauma or whether it's from substance use. I want to see what we can do to help facilitate better recovery just for today. So, I personally am trying something completely brand new. I've never done a live video. And first and foremost, if you make a comment on the chat, not that anyone's watching right now, but if somebody does hop on and they chat, I apologize. I can't read it. I'm gonna have to pick up my computer and be like, "What? What?" Because guess what? Mama's old. I turned I'm 46 right now, but when I turned 35, my eyesight went to crap. And so anyway, I am going to go ahead and take up my divination board. I actually invented this. I will put my email if you guys want to purchase from me. I can make you one, but I affectionately call it my billboard. If you're in a 12-step program, you will know exactly who Bill is. If you are in recovery and you aren't in a 12-step program and don't know who Bill is, where have you been? Anyway, so what this is it's basically I like to call it my Swiss Army knife of divination boards. There are 12 wedges in here. It can be used for zodiac signs, for birth charts, all sorts of things. But one of my favorite uses for it is the 12 steps. So we're going to go ahead and take out our charms and figure out what step we should be working on most today. All right. So right now I've got the sixth step, which is if you're in a 12-step program, you know that that is talking about identifying character defects that you may have. The other charms I'm seeing are in the fourth and fifth step. And then also the eighth step. So all of this is kind of centering around looking at, taking accountability, sharing it with another human being, and then making an amends process. And before we can make the amends, we need to know exactly what our character defects is, because if we don't, we're looking at our patterns in the fourth and fifth step. And we are identifying things that we can work on, we can pray and meditate on, and ask for them to be removed to whatever higher power you understand, and go from there. So let's go ahead and figure out what exactly character defects we should be looking at. I'm going to use the Dark Mirror Oracle. Okay. Today for tomorrow. And I'm hearing procrastination. Oh man, that resonates hard. Um, so what are you procrastinating on today? What is it that you need to get done that you've been putting off? In behaviorism, it's called a non-preferred activity. And usually those are the activities that we procrastinate, because if we're having fun, we usually want to do it, especially when we're in recovery, because doing fun things makes us feel good. Um, the one thing that I will tell you is that getting that non-preferred activity done will make you feel even better. Especially if, like, right now, I'll tell you exactly what I've been procrastinating on. I have not cleaned my kitchen. I know I'm going to feel absolutely way better once I get my kitchen clean. Um, and I might be able to maintain it a little bit better if I'm the one who actually does the dirty work instead of pawning it off on someone else, like my 13-year-old. So, um, that is what I am procrastinating on. So what are you procrastinating on? Figure that out. And then, and if you're procrastinating on more than one thing, you don't have to get that whole list done today. Just get one of them done and then do another one the next day. It does not have to be a light switch moment where you're totally transferred. Time takes time. Give yourself a little bit of grace in this process because we are learning how to be adults here because no one ever taught us how usually. So let's go ahead and get an archetype. Yeah, I'm feeling as I'm shuffling this, I'm feeling a little bit of stagnation, which is real consistent with the fact that there's procrastination going on. Real procrastination. Wow. Okay. That's okay. Hey, we're all human beings and we all procrastinate in some way, shape, or form. And my dad is like one of those who like if not now when type of guys, you know? And I'm here to tell you that secretly he eats chocolate chips out of the bag and he still procrastinates on certain things. So, yeah, no, everybody procrastinates. Give yourself some grace. I totally just told him my dad. I should call him and tell him that. Okay. So today for our archetype card, we have got Alchemist. I'm going to go ahead and show you the card. The light attribute is transformation of base motives and goals into golden wisdom. The shadow attribute is misuse of power and knowledge that comes through spiritual practice. So, I'm hearing that one of the other character defects that we need to really be watching out for is self-righteousness. Just because you may be feeling like you're doing well on your path, don't judge other people who are on theirs because you never know what they're going through. They may be handed a pail of monkey snot that you don't know about, and they have to figure out what to do with it. Let's go ahead and pull some tarot to get a final message, and then I will wrap up. Um, One thing that I kept hearing as I was setting up was actually talking about um, the need to get creative. So if you've been feeling kind of in the doldrums, feeling depressed, um, doing something creative may really help you. Making something not for the product, but for the process of it. Excuse me. We are our authentic selves here on Moonstone Mystics, including when we burp. By the way, as you are elevating and releasing, some of the symptoms of that are things such as, going to the bathroom a lot, burping a lot, those sorts of things. So welcome them. It's okay. It's totally okay. But anyway, getting back to the being creative and how important that is, that actually helps us express our emotions in ways that get it out of our body. And so getting creative, you could find a new hobby that you've never done before. You could get a coloring book and some crayons and color. You can doodle, you can write poetry. That was actually one thing that was really highlighted when I was setting up was getting creative through word. And so if you can sit down with a journal and just start either free form or flow of thought writing, or if you can write some poetry, I think that would be immensely helpful for your emotional state. All right, Spirit, what is the message that you would like to give to the collective about 2 days recovery and what they can do and or how you're feeling, whatever message you want to pass along to my collective, whom I love so very, very much. And by the way, I really do. If you're watching this and you are haven't been told that you are loved, just know that I love you. And anybody who tells you that that's not true, let me know and I'll shank them. All right. So right now we've got the Tower. We've got the Five of Wands, which is kind of a conflict of ego, and then the Wheel of Fortune. So right now it looks like you're kind of going through a tough time with someone else or a group of people. However, this is with the Wheel of Fortune showing up here. I'm seeing that this is something that is serving to inform you of how to better respond to the scenario. I was just in a meeting the other day. Wow, everything's going off today. I was just in a meeting the other day. We were talking about the spiral of recovery. And oftentimes what will happen is, especially I've noticed like during certain milestones, like 6 months sober, 9 months sober, a year sober, similar situations will pop up. And it's almost like the universe is circling those situations back around to ask you the question, are you serious about this choice that you made 6 months ago, a year ago? Have you truly firmly committed to this choice? And it's really important for our recovery to not slip back into old habits when we are faced with these circumstances, because again, every day is a choice. Every day you can choose to stay sober. Every day you can choose emotional sobriety as well. All right. Let's go ahead and see what we can do, or let's flesh out this message about the circumstance. Okay, Four of Swords. Okay, so this is advice coming out. Okay. Okay. All right. So, we've got the Four of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. So, if you are struggling on how to handle a situation, the best thing that you can do is take a nap, practice self-love, and then the resolve will come. You know, I can't tell you how many times in my early recovery, I just was like, you know what? I can't deal with life right now. I'm going to go and lay down and take a nap. And quite frankly, that was so much better than me picking up a drink or a drug. And so it allowed me to stay sober. And I found through the process that answers would intuitively come to me if I kind of took that mental break, focused on myself and self love and self care. And then I was able to make a better, more rational, logical decision in how I responded to this situation. So, anyway, that is your message just for today. I'm going to try and do these little snippets every day because I think that they're really helpful. They are, at least for me. So, and I am also going to hold you, yes, you, my accountability partner. So if I'm on here and I still have not done my kitchen, um, you're entitled to, send me sad face emojis and humiliate me. All right. Namaste, guys.